Masochistic, 9-5 morning line favorite in the Grade 1 Triple Bend, race 7 at Santa Anita on Saturday, off a layoff of at least 30 days. Nick Hines, Kona Gold won the race off a 42-day layoff and returns off a layoff of 77 days since winning the Kona Gold. And Ron Ellis, that race taking place on the 11th of April, that would be 42 days ago, saying that Masochistic, even more energy. There's a lot more energy than he did going into that race, so it sounds like he's expecting even a better performance.
Well, it'll be interesting because, in this particular case, and while you look at the past couple of years, horses that won this race, 2012 Camp Victory, 2013 Central Intelligence, 2014 Declassify, it doesn't warm the engines and go, wow, this race was kind of a...
That was Ron Ellis, right? Central Intelligence.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that was an upset that particular day with Victor Espinoza aboard. But I think what it comes down to in this particular race, comes up very, very hot as far as the pace scenario. And it seems to be on paper that, this horse is able to switch off and finish. I don't feel like he needs to be in the press zone. I don't necessarily feel, and especially at 7/8 of a mile, because, while he's proven at the distance, he won that entry-level allowance at Del Mar with a synthetic last year. This is kind of a different scenario because of the timing in between. But Ron Ellis, this is a barn that's been a bit chilly this current stand, but he's very good off of these types of layoffs and, heading him up for a summer campaign.
Wild Dude has had a really nice career. He's lost 5 of his last 6, and Wild Dude and Santa Anita were both chasing Distinctive Passion in the Grade 3 Los Angeles. Distinctive Passion, one of the quicker horses that we have in training in the entire country. Got the lead in this race, wire to wire. Your thoughts on the performances from your runner-up and your third-place finisher?
Well, my personal opinion is I felt that Mike Smith fell asleep at the wheel on that particular day because they went 22 the opening quarter, and for Distinctive Passion on a given day, that's more like a 23, all things considered. So the race was won in the opening quarter, and I think Mike Smith may have kind of maybe overestimated, hey, I'm on the best horse, I'm going to pick him up and lay him down. We saw the Kona Gold graphic. This brings back shades of Kona Gold with Alex Solis teaming up with Team Headley here. So I think Santa Anita is likely the biggest threat, and I say that because of the fact that Tyler Bay's knowing that this horse has been out since April, Masochistic, he's going to have to save a little for when it's all said and done. So I would be willing to take maybe a flyer on Santa Anita, especially where he's drawn. I think he's going to be very effective. I think he's going to come out of there running.
I thought Appealing Tale and Holy Loot were intriguing price horses, each at 10-1. Can you see either? Can you see neither, or is there one of them you think has a better chance than the other?
Well, my big concern with Holy Loot, and mind you, he's a better horse now than when he was seen on the dirt before. Being 0 for 4, Holy Loot has run well over synthetics. He's run good over turf, and he might be just as well on dirt. I think that the fact that Mike Smith is aboard is a positive. And again, by no means was I taking any shots per se on Santa Anita, but for me personally, I think that he could have been a bit more proactive last out. So, yeah, I think Wild Dude is the most intriguing one because, in fact, if there is a pace meltdown, Masochistic comes up inches short of the goal line. Wild Dude, Flavian Pratt, who's had kind of a breakthrough season, been represented by a good friend of mine in Derek Lawson. I think Wild Dude all of a sudden becomes that horse.